I'm going to show you how the other one turned out, the one we're making. Well, as I told you, this one measures 14 centimeters. It's a little bigger, as you can see, and I put a little string here in case you didn't have it. And it works just fine with a little string. It also looks very nice. So I hope you like it a lot. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on today's video. You can help me by sharing the video so it reaches more people, and I really appreciate it. And with nothing more to say, let's get started on this white part of the head. So, ladies, let's go ahead because we've already done this before. I'll leave the instructions written here for you, okay? And you do rounds number 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now, for round number 4, we make 2 single crochets. First, mark the initial one and then make a clear increase. Carefully repeat this entire sequence all the way around the entire piece. Okay, you will carefully do 2 individual stitches, that is 1 and then 2, followed by an increase and then another increase for the completion of round 5. For this particular round, we will make 3 distinct single crochets, specifically 1, 2, and 3, and then subsequently an increase. Repeat the sequence all the way around, 3 stitches and increase, 3 stitches and increase. For round 6, go ahead and I did 4 single crochets, and now I make the increase. We're going to repeat that sequence, 4 stitches and increase, 4 stitches and increase for round number 7. I did 5 single crochets, and now it's time for the increase. We repeat that sequence, 5 stitches, an increase, 5 stitches, an increase. Now ladies, from round 8 to 14, we do 1 single crochet in each stitch. Don't forget to always mark the first one. We keep going like this, and I'll be back, girls. I'm done. I'm going to close with a slip stitch, and we're going to cut a long strand because we need to sew. After this, we pull it through. We're going to leave it like this, and later we'll attach it to the head. Girls, let's make the eyes. Thread a blue yarn onto a yarn needle. I go in through any stitch. You should always follow the image. Okay, we will leave a small strand there to tie a secure knot later on, and then I will go in somewhere around this particular area, more or less, right here. And I'm going to come out where this strand is. Now with these 2 distinct strands, we will carefully and securely tie a knit knot, ensuring it is firmly bound before discreetly hiding them completely inside the structure. Following this, we will now take a specific black thread, as we are precisely going to begin the intricate process of creating the delicate and detailed eyelashes. I will go in through any single stitch, carefully leaving a long strand of yarn to securely tie a knot. I'm going to carefully go in here more or less at this precise point, and then meticulously come out up here exactly like this, ensuring a smooth and controlled movement. I will then come out right next to it, making sure the placement is accurate and aesthetically pleasing. Before proceeding further, I'll go to any initial point first to thoroughly observe and assess how it looks, examining its position, alignment, and overall appearance to ensure it meets the desired criteria. Okay, that's how it looks, and I am satisfied with its current state and positioning. And with this same strand, before tying the final knot, I will carefully proceed to make the other eyelash, replicating the exact shape, size, and curvature, just like this one, ensuring consistency and symmetry between the two. Then I will meticulously come over here and securely tie a knot, making sure it is firm and will hold everything in place without unraveling. And now, with the eyelashes completed and the knot secured, we are going to carefully and precisely make the nose, paying close attention to its form and integration with the rest of the structure. And I mark it for you there with the same color you used for the head. So, 1 and 2 rows, and that's where we go down. you always follow the image as your guide. Carefully leave a sufficient length of the strand in that specific position, ensuring it is long enough to securely tie a robust and stable knot. Subsequently, we will meticulously proceed to go over this particular strand a minimum of 2 and potentially even 3 distinct and deliberate times to reinforce the structure. Alright, I think that's good there. Now tie a knot here with these 2 strands and hide them inside. Girls, I have carefully threaded a beautiful violet color onto a yarn needle and meticulously marked it right here for all of you to see. Just look closely. First 1, then 2, and finally 3 stitches, and then we precisely put in a pin. Again 1, 2, and 3 more stitches, and then we insert another pin. After that, we carefully go down exactly 1 full row. As is always the case, you should diligently follow the detailed image as your primary guide, and now, with great care, I'm going to proceed to do the other one in precisely the same manner. This is precisely how it appears and presents itself to the observer. I am now going to proceed and circumnavigate this area for an additional rotation, ensuring a complete traversal. I will pass through this specific point once more, making certain to complete this action for just one more final instance to confirm the process. And now we make a knot here and hide it inside the head. Girls, let's make the pacifier. I made a magic ring with 8 single crochets. Okay, now I will carefully close it here with a precise slip stitch, ensuring a neat and secure finish. Following that, we will cut a sufficiently long tail, leaving ample length for subsequent sewing and weaving in of the yarn ends. From this point, we will gently but firmly pull the yarn through to complete the process. And this tail here, the one from the magic ring, you hide it back here. So girls, right now I'm not going to put on this delicate little ring, which is actually one of these very versatile rings, often made of a malleable metal, so you can easily purchase them at almost any well-stocked craft store or even a hobby shop. Okay, here you carefully open it with a pair of sturdy pliers, gently prying the ends apart, and I just put it on my finger or whatever I'm attaching it to, precisely like this, with a simple, secure motion. And I'm going to demonstrate this entire process for those of you who might not currently possess one of these handy rings, or perhaps haven't had the opportunity to learn how to properly use it. I'll show you exactly how to do it step by step, making it clear and easy to follow along. With a little thread, we thread a yarn needle, a yellow thread, and we leave this part here facing down. Okay, so we sew it downwards and going around here. And now we thread this other part. And for that purpose, I am going to help myself with a simple pen. Perhaps one of these pens, or truly anything you might conveniently have on hand that can serve the same function. First, I will carefully position this item precisely in that designated spot, ensuring it is securely placed. Following that, I will proceed to meticulously tie a robust and secure knot around it, making certain it is firmly fastened and will not easily come undone. Once the knot is satisfactorily tied and tightened, we can then gently and deliberately remove the pen from its current position. As a result of these precise actions, the item will remain in this stable and fixed configuration, maintaining its shape and placement exactly as intended, providing a lasting and reliable hold. I think it looks good. You could also make it a little tighter if you want. That's up to you, but at least this gives you an idea that use a little thread or one of these little things. Let's carefully attach the pacifier, and then we are going to proceed inside. We're going in here into this specific area. You absolutely do not have to sew it that incredibly high up. In fact, it should ideally go much lower, precisely right under the nose for optimal placement and comfort. I'm going to carefully use a pin so it stays securely in place much better, and then we can precisely sew. I'm going to do it exactly like this, gently going in. You clearly saw that it came out there, and now I'm going to carefully go in through the very next stitch. That way I can easily go to any specific stitch to tighten it a bit more, ensuring a neat finish. I go back in through this particular stitch, and then I go in through this other stitch, and I always make sure to go to any available stitch and then go back in again. This method for me feels like it provides a much more secure and stable attachment, ensuring that everything is firmly in place. I truly believe that sometimes it just feels significantly more secure and robust when approached in this manner, although I acknowledge that this might just be my personal preference and a feeling unique to my own experience. But anyway, you absolutely have the freedom to do it more or less in your own preferred way, adapting the technique to suit your individual comfort and desired outcome, as there are many valid approaches to achieve a similar result. Now, with careful precision and a steady hand, I proceed to guide the needle and thread through the very next stitch, ensuring that the placement is accurate and secure. This meticulous action is crucial for maintaining the integrity and aesthetic appeal of the work. Once the thread has passed through the stitch, I then begin the process of forming a small yet secure knot. This knot is crafted with deliberate movements, ensuring it is tight enough to hold its position, but not so tight as to distort the fabric or material. The creation of this knot is a vital step in securing the thread and preventing any unraveling. Following the successful formation of this discrete knot, the next critical step involves carefully tucking and concealing it within the existing fabric or material. This hiding process is performed with great attention to detail, making sure that the knot is completely invisible from the exterior, thus preserving the smooth and flawless appearance of the finished piece. The objective is to embed the knot so deeply and seamlessly that it becomes an integral, yet unseen, part of the overall structure, ensuring both durability and a professional finish. And girls, anything that looks sunken, we fix it with the needle. With the needle, we lift it up a bit. And here we can already cut, girls. We're gonna add this little white part. First we try it out, because before we do the hair, we test it. And that way we do the hair and the hair. It ends up on the inside. Alright, so now we know that it's more or less around that particular area, giving us a general understanding of its approximate location so that we have a clearer picture. Hair stays inside. We're going to make the hair. I'm just going to make one colored strand with you, and then you can do the others, alright? Because they're not all made the same way. We're going to do the violet one. We thread a wool needle this color, and girls, don't worry. If it doesn't turn out to be precisely the same, that's perfectly fine, as it almost never comes out exactly the same. Anyway, we are going to meticulously make a knot, as we always do, and then diligently start making little individual strands. You're going to keep going like this. That's where the first one would be. The first little strands in violet, and you do one in blue and in yellow with whatever colors you like. So now at this very moment, I'm going to carefully come over here to this specific spot, and right here we will meticulously make a secure knot and then skillfully hide it completely inside the fabrics, ensuring it is perfectly concealed. And then you finish the other colors. Great, isn't it looking nice?